So how much money should you have invested by the time you turn 30? And the answer is it all depends on the investments you're actually making. And that's why in this video, I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite investments, which basically like Acorns, ETF investments, stocks, bonds, and also real estate, houses, commercial units, like whatever you want to do there, and also my personal business, how I invest into it, and all the details. So in this video, I'm gonna go over every single detail to how I invest and how much money I should have by the time I turn 30, but more importantly, how you can do what I do without having to go through what I went through, okay? And I'm also gonna give you guys a cheat sheet to my Excel sheet to how I calculate all my projections and get all these numbers, because you don't wanna do this yourself, it's pretty hard. So I'm gonna give you guys a template to do everything for free. I'm gonna link it down below on the Discord, so if you wanna check that out, link down below. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Ty Bryson, I'm an accountant, and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and do me a favor and smash, completely destroy that like button, okay? Really appreciate it. Now, guys, comment down below and let me know how much money do you have to invest every single month after you're done paying all your bills. Now, the average person is probably gonna say, Tommy, I don't have a lot of money at all. I probably don't have a single dollar. And the answer is, I get that. I understand that, because 4 years ago, I was literally making around $60 a week and I wanted to invest, but I couldn't. And I also owed around $17,000 in student loan debts and also credit card debts. And I didn't have a job because most jobs out there, they wouldn't take me because, again, I was still in college and I didn't really have like any real experience out there, okay? And so, kind of sucks. But 4 years later, now today, I'm 22, and I'm making a little bit over $15,000 a month, okay? Not that bad at all. Now, the goal is, guys, for this video, I want to make sure you guys walk out of here with everything that I know and how I invest my money and how I do it. And that way you can go into 2020 learning a lot more and also doing something that I didn't do, which basically get information from someone willing to share it for free when I was 19 years old and going through like the toughest time in the world, okay? Now, the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is Acorn. Then I'm going to talk about real estate. Then I'm going to talk about my favorites, investing into my businesses and also starting new businesses, okay, and how that entire process actually works. Now, the first thing is Acorns. Tommy, Acorns is an investment platform. You invest money into it, into ETFs, into bonds. It sounds pretty cool, but why did you pick them? Great question. The answer is, guys, I went with Acorns because at this point, it was 2018, December, and I was around, I think, 21 years old or so, maybe like 20, and I was frustrated, okay? I was like, you know what? I'm making money, yes. However, I'm not investing because I'm saying like, hey, an ETF costs around $220. It's way too much money. I can't do it. It's way too difficult. I don't want to do it, okay? And I started saying, you know what? If there was an app out there that allowed me the idea of investing maybe with like $5 or $1, I would start small and then step by step keep growing. Now, I found out that my friends had Acorns. I saw a whole bunch of ads on Instagram and YouTube, and people also talking about Acorns. I was like, you know what? Sounds pretty cool. I don't trust it yet. So I went ahead and I got the app myself and I did research on it and I found out it's pretty legit, it's pretty cool. And I've been doing Acorn for the past year or so. And I invest every single month. I put in money into this app because, again, the entire concept is I invest into a moderately aggressive portfolio that invests money into 7 different types of ETFs, including bonds and also stock ETFs. And this way I can invest with $5, $10, $20, $1,000, but the point is I had no excuse and I could start as small as I wanted to or as big as I wanted to. And to me, that gave me a lot of freedom when it came to my investing lifestyle back then. Now, here's what happened, guys, okay? Back in 2018, December, I started out with $17 or so into Acorns, and I said to myself, you know what, Tommy, I want to invest 5 to 10% of my income every single month into Acorn, and I said, I'm gonna do this every single month and I'm not gonna miss a single month. And I did that. I committed to it, and eventually today, 2019 December, I have invested into Acorn around $8,400, and I gained from my original investment back then around 25 to 21%. And if you ask me, that's awesome, okay? It's great. Now, the reason I picked Acorn also, guys, basically because I wanted to also have a balanced portfolio and I wanted to make everything very simple. And again, guys, I also know how to invest into like, pick a stock, pick Apple, do this, do that. But I know for a fact if you're doing the correct way, it takes a lot of time. And I didn't want to go out there and research for like 8 hours, like one stock, invest here, invest there, but like do a lot of research because again, that's not my passion, that's not my thing. I just wanted a piece of the pie. And here are my projections for Acorn and how I invest into them. Now, the first thing is this, guys. I invest 5 to 10% every single month. That equals to around $500 for the first year, every single month for the entire year. And I did a little bit more, so that added up to, in 1 year, around $8,400 in total invested into Acorns. Not that bad at all if you ask me. On top of that, here are my projections, okay? I'm assuming, according to my research and also my calculations, according to my portfolio, I've been doing this for like a year now, I get around 2.35% in dividends from my Acorn portfolio, and I'm also expecting a 7% growth every single year. So with those projections, by the end of this year, I should have had around $6,000, but in reality, I have around $8,400. But guys, in reality, as you guys can see right here on my computer screen, I've been investing $500 every single day, well, every single month since like around November 2nd. Okay, now this has added up to around like $6,500. But today, I'm going to invest another $500, which will be $7,000 plus everything I gain from Acorns, referrals, everything like that, added up to a total of $8,400. Pretty cool if you ask me. But down here, by the way, this number right here of 1,200,000, well, this number right here is the number that I'm gonna get when I'm 65 if I invest $500 every single month for like the next 43 years or so. However, guys, as you guys can see right here, I made this entire sheet that shows exactly my projections in accordance to how much money I invest, okay? Now, it's very easy. Like, you only have to change 3 things here. And for example, I invest every single year. My new goal for next year, 2020, is to invest every single year around $18,000. That's around 10% of my income every single month, which is around like $1,500. So the formula is inside here, okay? 1,500 times 12, pretty simple. I expect an interest rate of around 7%, but basically, this entire sheet right here shows exactly how much money I'm going to have when I'm 25, when I'm 30, when I'm 40, when I'm 50, and even all the way down to when I'm 70 years old. So for example, when I'm 25 years old, 4 years into investing, well, I should have around $71,121. Not that bad at all if you ask me. On top of that, my money should be growing at an average of almost $5,000 every single year, and it should be paying me in dividends around $1,788. Not that bad at all if you ask me. Now, once I hit 30, the magical number here, well, I'm going to have around $220,000 invested into Acorns, and that's going to pay me in dividends every single year around $5,500. Now, I never wondered, Tommy, that's a lot of money. So what are you going to do with all this money that's just like standing there? Like, what are you going to do with it? The answer is I'm going to use most of this money to leverage my investments into real estate. So whenever I go in there to buy a house or property, I'm going to use all this that I have here in Acorns to say, hey, I have a lot of leverage. I have this much money. I can invest money with you guys and I have no problems whatsoever. But I know you guys are curious. Tommy, what about when you're 70 years old? How much money will you actually have? Well, if I keep investing $1,500 every single month, like for 43 years or so, I should have invested, well, 49 years in this case, I should have invested around $15 million. To me, that's an insane number, but on top of that, that should pay me every single year in dividends around $386,000. Not that bad at all if you ask me, guys. Now, the main thing is this, guys. These projections are in accordance to my income if it keeps the same. But in reality, I don't plan that on that being the case because I'm only investing 10% of my money. But the more money I make every single month, every single year, the more money I'm going to invest into my investments. Thus, I should have a lot more than just, for example, $60 million, like $50 million. No, I should have a lot more money going into my portfolio, which would cause my overall compounded when I'm 65 or 70 years old to be a lot more cash, a lot more money. So that's my entire plan, guys. Now, if you guys want this entire sheet right here, I'm going to link it down below. By the way, when you're using the sheet, I'm going to customize it. But basically, all you have to change is your contributions every single year. Just that one number. Okay, this right here and also this right here. And that's about it, okay? You change how much money you're starting with. So it's like $1,000 or $7 or $5, doesn't matter. And then you change how much money you'll be investing every single year, for example, okay? Now, on top of that, you can change the schedule right here to put in, hey, I want to invest $100 every single month, or $200, maybe even $1,000, like whatever you want to do. But that's basically it. I'm going to link it down below in Discord. Check it out. And on top of that, guys, it's free. It's simple, you get it. And if you need any help whatsoever, just like DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson, and I'll help you go through this entire process. Now, number 2 is real estate. Now, Tommy, why real estate and why do you want to invest in real estate? The answer is currently, I don't own any real estate, I'll be honest, but I'm working on it by learning, taking courses on it, and also saving up money to actually buy properties in the future. Now, currently, I only have in savings for real estate around $35,000. My girlfriend has another like $17,000, and my mom also wants to get into it. But the concept is, guys, in the next 18 months or so, I should have around $180,000 to actually buy real estate, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But the why I want to get into real estate is because ever since I was a kid, 7 years old to be honest, every single property I lived in till now has been rented by a landlord, by someone else. And to be honest, it kind of sucks when someone else is telling you all the rules, what you can do, what you can't do. And to me, guys, it's not really what I want to do anymore. You know, I want to have my own property. I want to have my own tenants. I want to have rental income. I want to have all this stuff. And to get to that point, I have to save a lot of money. And not just a lot of money, but also need a lot of knowledge. So currently, my main objective is to purchase real estate by the end of 2020, but also build up income and a reserve to actually buy property. And I have to not have to go in there with like a 3.5% down or anything like that. But the concept is real estate to build passive income in 2020. And by the time I turn 30, I hope to have, my plan is to have maybe like around like 10 properties that make me enough passive income to the point where it covers all my expenses, and that would be pretty cool. So around like 8 years of work to get to a point where you don't have to depend on anything, just rental income. And don't forget, I'm only investing into real estate between 50% of my income to maybe like 75% of my income. Everything else from one business, by the way, not from like my entire income, like from one business. And all the other income goes towards other things to invest into more things and make more money. Now, the last way I want to make money by the time I'm 30 years old and have like this massive pool of money is basically by investing into my businesses. Now, right now I have 2 businesses, basically YouTube and my personal business, my consulting business. And with this business, my consulting business on the side, I make around $5,500 net every single month. My YouTube business makes me around like $10,000 to $15,000 every single month, which is crazy. But the concept is, every single dollar I make from each business, I literally reinvest it back into it. But I also take a cut between 5 to 10% because I always want to take money out the business because you never know what could go wrong in a business. So you always want to take money out the business to make sure you always have a reserve just in case anything does happen. That's my plan, by the way. But the concept is, by the time I hit 30 years old, will I be doing YouTube? The answer is yes. I'll probably be doing this like till like I'm gone. YouTube is cool to me. However, it all depends because it's not really YouTube. It's more about like sharing information and giving people knowledge. So will I be doing this for a long time? Yes, until I probably like leave this earth, okay? But YouTube, I don't know. But my goal is to always share information and do what I want to do, which is basically like spark that one thing in someone's head to actually help them get to that point they want to get to, you know, like someone did to me when I was like super young, okay? So that's pretty awesome if you ask me. Now, Tommy, what about your business? My business for 2020, I plan on expanding it by having more employees come in and do what I do and make money, and then I make money by giving them like a fee and stuff like that. Pretty cool if you ask me. I'll give you guys more details by the end of 2020 and how that's going and all that stuff. Now, guys, that's basically it, okay? So my 3 ways to make money and invest by the age of 30 are basically right now currently, well, real estate, Acorns, and also my personal business. And most of the money I make, they all get reinvested into my businesses, but I always take money out and start a new business. I don't start a new business every single day, obviously, but I want to get into more businesses. But currently, I want to focus on 3 businesses. I won't tell you the other one. It's a secret until I actually start doing it and actually start perfecting everything. But right now, that's what I want to do. Now, comment down below, guys, and let me know how much money do you want to have in each of these fields by the time you turn 30. For example, Acorns for me, by the time I turn 30, I should have around $220,000, okay? That's my entire thing. By the way, the entire sheet to Acorns and investing should be linked down below to our Discord. And also for real estate, I want to have at least 10 properties or so that actually make me enough money to cover all my expenses. And when it comes to basically my businesses, I want to keep doing them, making more money, but also expand by having more people involved in them, okay? That's my plan. Comment down below and let me know how much you plan to have invested into all these businesses, because again, it's a very standard plan, okay? Basically, like stock investments, how much there, real estate, how much there, and also your personal business. If you want to start a business, how much do you want to have there by the time you turn 30? It doesn't matter if you're 29 or 30-ish or so. The point is, how much money do you want to have, okay? Comment down below, let me know. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, like this video, really appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And do me a favor, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, just DM me at Instagram Bryson. On top of that, if you want to watch a video on how much money I made from Acorn so far, watch this video right here. Pretty cool about how I do everything and how it works, like all the details. And also, click my face right here. Subscribe to the channel right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.